First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears.
It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago.
And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go now. Ready.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. You look at this Bears defense.
Well, they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently fourth toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Ready, ready. Look, set.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Here we ready.
Throwing. Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch out now. Ready?
Here's Love. Now he'll tuck this and run.
They'll get fouled out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5.
Black 40. Ready?
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 28. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
The offensive line, they're getting it done.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ready. 43 rail. Yellow. 43. Hut.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down.
Here we go. Here we go. Cut, cut.
Now Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Packers are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Ready.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the one. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Strike it. Strike it. Black. Second.
Lloyd will take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
It's the score. Packers 7, Bears 0. Brandon McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Ready. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Go.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And some room to roll now. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big play there out of Kamara. 53 yards. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Kamara diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ready, ready. Black boy.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Ready, ready.
Love. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here we go. Edo Blue. Blue 32. 10.
Love now. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he couldn't get it to check out. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Let's go.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 6.
Down. 52 Blue.
In motion, the tight end.
Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Come on.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Love looking to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get...
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Ball red, 50, green.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far with this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do.
Alvin Kamara, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over first and 10.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19.
Now Shuck. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short. As he's tackled at the 25. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. Olave over the middle. And he's unable to get away. They stop him at the line on 4th and 2. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw now, here's Love. Throw left side complete. That's Jenkins. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense broke pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Right, 95.
And now Love going to change things up. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Black shot, red, down. Deep 10 black. Blue strike. Dead.
Love from the gun. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. He's going to look deep for more. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's...
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Ready, quick. Snap, red, back, ready, cut.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Love. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Back to throw. Love. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded just inside the 20. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side. coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
Now we're going for a gain of 7. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd down, shot from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Bears first down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Throwing, shot. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. Santos with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Love. He finds his man. Complete. It's Love. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Here we go, set. 30%.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll take this and run. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment. But there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Shuck. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. 3rd and 19. To throw now, Shuck. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
2nd and 11. That's taken in by Kraft. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. McManus. He has it complete to Christian Watson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. McManus. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop the throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw again. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to feel commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shuck now to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Kamara up the middle. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Shuck. Now he's going to step up and run. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Ready? Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bears add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive. First and 10 in the 4th quarter.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Rocco switch.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Kamara. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
18 Cardinal.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. As a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To the right side, and he's got more complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get down.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Sometimes you get a place of goal back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. Down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Rocco 80.
But Charles,